This is officially the weirdest video that I'll ever have to make. It's one thing asking people for money to fund a creative project like a movie where the stakes aren't very high. If a movie doesn't get funded, the movie just doesn't have as much in it. There's less costumes maybe, or cheaper food, not as good. Not all the vision that you expected. But in this case, I am a non-binary trans femme person. I started my gender journey in about 2020, realizing and knowing that I'm a trans woman made living in what society would call a male body became very uncomfortable, and even to a point of emotional pain that is very hard to describe unless you've gone through it before. Just knowing you're in the wrong body and looking in the mirror and not feeling like yourself, looking at parts of your body and face and anatomy that doesn't line up with how you feel or how you want to look. And sure, there are things that you can do, which I've done, like social transition. You can shop in the girls section at a store. Again, all social constructs, but it's affirming. Luckily, hormones are covered under my insurance in the state of New Mexico. And that was very helpful. All of that was so helpful. And now 2 years into my hormones, I'm wanting to take the next steps. Every day I make TikToks and see myself on screen a lot more, in high quality photos, up close angles of my face. I can't help but think about how others are perceiving me. Waiters at restaurants come up and say, "Hi, sir, how may I help you?" I think all of the clothes and the makeup and the hair is not doing everything to combat my male face structures. And I know your instinct might be to say, "Oh, Ryan, you look so beautiful already. You look great. You look feminine. You're fine. You don't need anything." And I don't think that's helpful, because as much as I appreciate the sentiment and what you're trying to say, I see it every day in the mirror differently than you do. And this is for me. And I know what is causing me dysphoria specifically. And I'm in the process of doing something about it. I reached out to a plastic surgeon in San Francisco, and it's actually a really great surgery clinic that consists of transgender surgeons that work on specifically transgender patients mainly. So not only do they know what they're doing, they know what they're talking about, and some of them have even gotten the same surgeries they're performing. It's really great, and I'm really excited that I found this place. The only thing is, my insurance does not cover FFS or facial feminization surgery, and therefore I'm going to have to pay out of pocket. Surgery is not cheap. This place is so great, they actually gave me a discounted rate for my FFS. They're giving me 40% off of what it would normally cost based on how much I have, essentially. So it looks like I'm going to be able to afford it. And I'm not even being greedy. I'm actually not doing all of what you can do when it comes to FFS. I'm specifically pinpointing the 3 specific surgeries of the 7 or more that you can get that are causing me gender dysphoria, that I believe once I get these surgeries, I will, just thinking about it, I'm so excited. And I want it to happen, and that's where you come in. I do have enough for the surgeries themselves, which is great news, right? The only thing is, The surgery takes place in San Francisco, where I don't live, so I'd have to fly out. There's a pre-op appointment about a couple weeks before that I have to fly out for. I can't do the surgery or go to the surgery alone because I have to have someone take me out and be with me. So my mom is going to join me. Also, I'm not allowed to leave the city for 10 days after the surgery, just in case anything goes wrong. So I will have to get 2 flights out to San Francisco 2 weeks before the surgery, a hotel room, and then another 2 flights out back to San Francisco, and a room for 10 days at least. Maybe 11, I guess, because I'm probably coming in the night before the surgery. And hotels in San Francisco, anything in San Francisco is not cheap, as some of you may know. So we're looking at $3,000 to $4,000 for travel and lodging alone, not to mention anesthesia price. And there's also a post-operative fee. So whatever the post-op center charges me, that will be different than my quote than I have already received. And so with so much up in the air, so many expenses that I don't know yet, and knowing that I'd rather have some kind of cushion, some kind of backup. I'm scared of loans. I don't have a credit score. I'm being so vulnerable right now, by the way. I really hope you all understand how scary this is for me to tell you all these things, because it's so personal and it's really taboo to talk about finances, but I'm putting every cent in this, and I usually do this with movies, but this is way more than just a passion project. This is my life. This is my key to happiness, and I'm putting every dime into this surgery. I'm foregoing and avoiding spending money in places that I normally do. I'm saving money. I'm saving every penny. And even then, to know that that's gonna be just enough for just the surgery, it's very scary to me, because if I don't have the money by October 25th, 2 weeks before the surgery, they cancel the surgery. It took so long in a literal aspect and in a metaphorical aspect to get here, to get this surgery on the books. And I really don't want to lose it. That being said, I am asking on my birthday, if you're watching it this the first day, in lieu of gifts, or just in general, if you'd like to help me on my gender-affirming journey, I'd really appreciate if you donated to this GoFundMe campaign. I am raising $10,000 as a cushion for travel, lodging, anesthesia, and post-operative costs for my gender-affirming facial feminization surgeries in November. Truly, any amount helps, and I just hope you all know how hard it is for me to ask for this. And I hope you find it in your heart to spare some money, even if it's $5. That truly will help. I probably won't be asking for money again, just so you know. I really appreciate everyone that's donated to all my films in the past. And after this, I don't believe I'll be asking for any money ever again. Not for a film, not for anything gender affirming, because this is it. This is all I want, and then I'm done. When I am in a better place financially in the future, I will give back to other GoFundMes of people who need gender affirming care, because it's so important, and I understand that more than ever now. Thanks for listening, and bye.